Where can you find an oasis 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,313 square foot apartment with bright views all around above 50th floor in the heart of Marina Bay? Also, just 5 to 10 minutes away from either Raffles Place or Marina Bay MRT with Lau Pa Sat around the corner, and not to mention full condominium facilities including 2 tennis courts, 4 swimming pools and even a karaoke room. Introducing the Sail at Marina Bay. Welcome to our beautiful 1,313 square foot 3-bed, 3-bath. We're at Sail at Marina Bay and you have a view that is to die for. Now, when we come in, you'll notice this huge expanse of light that's actually coming in. We had to draw the curtains so as not to blind ourselves as the camera is behind me. Now on the right, we have a nice enclosed kitchen over here. You have a sliding door. So this means that you can have your heavy cooking and not have the smells go out to the rest of the house. What's also nice, before we show you the beautiful living room, is that you have a helper's room potentially with a very large bomb shelter and a yard toilet or kitchen toilet that can be used as well separately. Now all of us know that especially if we're living with children or even for our own convenience, let's say we have pets, right? Having a helper's toilet and a separate helper's room is really, really important. So I like that this layout actually affords that. Now looking at the kitchen, it's very compact because we have our washer dryer that is just tucked away underneath over here. You have an induction stove and you have an oven as well. Now all of these were original from Miele, provided by the developer. So these are pretty high quality. Now you'll notice that when we came in, there was a bit of a long walkway that you can use if you want to have plenty of storage. Now in their case, they've decided to put, I think, some of their really, really nice collections from travels all around the world. Maybe they went to Alpaca World like me. We have 2 more common rooms and our common bath here on my left. But first, I want to show you how beautiful and bright our living area is. Now you have a dining area here. This currently sits about 4 to 6 people. If you had a round table, you could also put a round table for a round configuration. They have our living and our TV oriented this way because this is the main wall. So right now they don't have any built-in cabinetry, but they have quite a lot of storage. So you can see the potential if you wanted to actually build in like a lot more storage or like a bigger TV cabinet console feature. You know, I think you could do a lot with this space. It's a really nice blank canvas for you to work with because it's not over renovated. Now over here, I know we have the blinds drawn, or rather we have the day curtains drawn, but we have both the port and sea view right on this side and as well as views in between the buildings of some of our Marina Cruise Center and our garden areas that are on that side. Now we're not in the block that has the direct Marina Bay view facing, but we are on a very, very, very high floor. In fact, we're above the 50th floor. So everything looks extremely small and minuscule, and you really do feel that you're on top of the world. Now, this kind of corner windows is exactly what attracted our tenant who's currently staying here to this particular unit. They love the fact that there was so much natural light coming in. We definitely have no lights on and you can see how bright it is. Now, they have a little dog. There wasn't this particular thing. You can actually definitely put a 4 to 5 seater L shape over here for you to actually have a very, very nice entertainment space. And what I like is that because of the dumbbell format, right, having rooms on that side as well as this side, there's very little wasted space. Now let me show you the master bedroom because it's one of my favorite rooms of the house. I'm sure you may have heard the One Marina Gardens story where we're talking about living in a landmark, and this is exactly what it means to live in a landmark because we literally are at the brink of the bay, we're at the brink of the progress of Singapore, we're in the middle of lifestyle. So there is a really nice cycling track around, there is, you know, access to all sorts of amenities as well as your MRT. But most of all, I would say that we are living in a space that has so much space compared to your new launches that you're not going to find a 3-bedroom 1313 square feet with this huge, you know, king size bed, 2 side tables for a master bedroom, right? Nice ceiling heights, you know, and you still have a walk-in wardrobe area as well as an attached bath. So the kind of space that you can get, because this is not a brand new launch, right? But with the same conveniences that they're selling to you for One Marina Garden, you really, really get a lot more space and a better sense of quality of life. Now we even have a bathtub. And you know, bathtubs are my thing, so I have to show you that we have a really nice bathtub. And I know some people are not a fan of bathtubs, so if you don't want a bathtub, of course you can get rid of it. But for those of us who actually like bathtubs, this is pretty nice to chill. And you have basically the sky, like where I am right now, I see the sky. Okay, like that's all I see. So it's just me, my bathtub, and the sky. Now let me show you the other two rooms on the other side because they're just as bright. Because of our dumbbell layout, again, we have no wasted walkway space, but here we do have a nice common bath, really good size. You already have this cabinet in front of you for storage, so you can put things inside, right? You can do what you need to do over here. And over here, there's even more storage behind this water closet, which is super useful. And a shower screen has already been installed, and this is super efficient, right? Because it actually opens out this way, so you know that water is not going to get in front of you and onto the rest of your WC. This is so efficient. And two more huge common rooms on my right and behind me. Now let's look at this one first. This is a 5.4 meter length room. Now, where do you see such a huge room in the heart of the city, okay, for a 3-bedroom? This is huge. So we have a huge king size bed over here. You still can put a little study nook over there. Okay, so just to get a sense of how big and wide the space is, I'm gonna jump to you to show you how big this room is. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. I can jump in this room, okay? That's how big this room is. And we still have a lot of space here for you to do even more wardrobe. There's already a built-in wardrobe over here, by the way. So this is all sliding, really good condition if you wanted to just use this, you know, and move in as it is. And full height windows all the way through on one side, which is where you get your beautiful natural light and views of the port from this beautiful room. So this is like even nicer than the master bedroom, I would say, because of this, you know, the expanse. Okay, the master bedroom has its own feel, okay? But I'm just saying, if you prefer, you can knock down all of this, make this your master ensuite, and then like this whole thing can become a huge master area. And that can be your spare second bedroom because you combine these two rooms. Now let me show you the third room, which you could knock down potentially, make this a huge master area. Now this is a regular room, okay? We're talking width 3.3 meters. Over here, our depth, we're talking 2.6, 2.7 meters. This kind of size you will not find in any of the new developments. You can put a king size with 2 side tables over here and still have space in front over here for a study table, which is what was intended because we have our, you know, our TV and our plugs over here. So if you don't want a study table, a TV console would be nice as well. And one important feature is because we're on the 50th over floor, we have already bypassed one Raffles Quay on that side. Okay, so if you were on the lower floors, okay, 40 something, out this window, you would see a wall of green. Okay, you won't see pass through to the rest of the city. So it is very important, and this is why this particular floor height is super valuable compared to buying the 40th over floors. I know you're thinking like, does it really make a difference? 50 over floor versus 40 over floor? I'm telling you that your natural light will be compromised if you are on a lower floor for this particular room. So this particular room is very bright, very nice because we are on that high of a floor. Now, if you are not convinced, I'm going to go and show you the amenities and facilities and the view that we have because it's a very nice function room, a very nice gym, very nice pool, and very nice views from our common facilities area. Let's go show you what else Sail Marina Bay has to offer you. In terms of facilities and amenities, we have 2 tennis courts, 4 swimming pools, children's playground, both indoor and outdoor. You also have a karaoke room, a reading room, a really beautiful function room, 2 gymnasiums, of which one has a rock climbing wall. I don't know what other condominium has so many facilities, and not only that, we're in the heart of Marina Bay. So the views that you get from the 44th floor of Block 2, you can access that as a resident. You can have your functions there, you can host your friends there, there are 4 barbecue pits. This is the lifestyle you've been looking for. In terms of amenities and connectivity, we are spoiled for choice with the Marina Bay Link Mall just below where we are with direct access. We also have Suntec City, Marina Square, the Esplanade, Raffles Place. You have so many malls we cannot even count. In terms of MRT, choose from either Raffles Place MRT, which is just behind me, you can see that landmark over there, or Marina Bay Sands MRT. That also works because that circle line. And if you want to cycle, a cycling route exists just next door, and you can even cycle to the ECP within 20 minutes. This is the lifestyle you're not going to find anywhere else but at the Sail at Marina Bay. So if you're looking to live in the heart of the city with plenty of sights, sounds, and Marina Bay at your doorstep, look no further than this 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,313 square foot apartment above the 50th floor at Sail at Marina Bay. If you want to have a look, give me a call. I'm Sarah X Miracle.